Now, I'd like to address the second issue of something we've been debating on the floor all morning, and that's the issue of jobs and what this Congress is doing to help our small businesses grow. I rise in support of the Landrieu-Snow Amendment and the underlying bill, and these two proposals will address that every American expects us to take on. That's coming together to create jobs, help our economy grow, and focus squarely on the opportunities for creating our middle class chance to thrive. All across my home state of New York, too many middle class families are continuing to struggle in this very tough economy. Now, of course, the government doesn't create any jobs. Businesses create jobs. Ideas, people, they create jobs, especially small businesses. Small businesses have been responsible for at least 60% of all new jobs that have been created. And small businesses can give us the spark that we actually need to create a growing economy and a thriving middle class. I've spent months going all across New York State having roundtables with businesses, and I've particularly hosted roundtables focused on women-owned businesses. I've been to restaurants, I've been to bookstores, I've been to recyclers, I've been to incubators, I've been to home stores, all businesses created by women all across New York State. And women-owned businesses are among the fastest growing sector within the small business economy. More than 10 million businesses are owned by women, employing more than 13 million people and generating nearly $2 trillion worth of sales in 2008 alone. And even though women-owned businesses start their businesses with about 8 times less capital than their male counterparts, in the decade from '97 to '07, women-owned businesses added roughly 500,000 jobs to our economy. That's the kind of growth we need right now. That's the kind of spark that could actually make a difference. And we can do our part right here in Congress this week. It's time to end all the political posturing. It's time to come together around common sense, core ideas, like giving these businesses the tax breaks they need to grow. We shouldn't wait another day to eliminate capital gains on investments in these small businesses. We should extend the tax breaks for businesses that allow them to invest in new property, plant, or equipment and take those deductions up front. We should give them incentives to hire those new employees. And it's our responsibility as lawmakers to do this kind of work together in a bipartisan way, one that can set aside the political gamesmanship. And I know, just as women-owned small businesses are ready to lead to a lasting economic strength and growing economy, the women of the Senate are there to support them. Democrats and Republican women have come together around this bill in a bipartisan way to urge our colleagues to support it. Now, these tax provisions provide relief to the self-employed, to small businesses and their capital investments, and encourage new investment. They work hand in hand with other tax credits that encourage new hires and wage increases. And the combination of these things really will harness their full potential for our American businesses to grow. Now, we know these proposals are effective. They helped boost the private sector for job creation over the past 2 years. But we all know that there's so much more we have left to do. And we can start by renewing these common sense steps that unlock the power of our small businesses. Now, these aren't Democratic ideas. They're not Republican ideas. They're just good ideas. They're good common sense ideas that can make a difference. We should be able to come together to do this for the American people to create a growing economy again.